We first want to go to Kathy. You have some tips on how to keep those calories in check.
Yeah, get healthy here. Started off on a Tuesday with that advice, kind of grazing your way through the holidays, all the parties, the family gatherings. Alyssa O'Brien is here. She's with the Oregon Clinic. And I know, Alyssa, first of all, you're saying don't go to a party or a gathering hungry.
Right. My tip number one is plan ahead and don't show up hungry. So maybe you can relate to starving yourself all day long to save room for that big holiday meal later in the day.
Actually not. No.
I know I can in your
But maybe you can. No, I'm joking. Yes, I do. I'm like, well, if I don't have this, I can have that. I can have 2 desserts.
You know, yeah, I don't usually hold back when it comes to the holidays, but maybe thinking more about the proteins versus the carbohydrates, that could be a helpful tip.
Right. Sticking to routine eating, because it turns out skipping meals really promotes overeating and craving a lot of carbs. So sticking to routine meals with protein-rich foods.
I know you have some examples here for us.
Yeah, and planning ahead with protein-rich snacks can really prevent craving all the sugar. So, you know, the cookie trays and the extra desserts will be easier to stop with just one. So we've got some roasted turkey deli meat and some carrots and some guacamole for one example. These are really easy to pack. And a homemade trail mix. I've got some coconut, some almonds in there, and some natural beef jerky. Hard-boiled eggs, some walnuts, and a clementine.
When I look at all this, I think that all looks healthy. Then I come over here and I go, that may not be. I'm not sure how healthy that is. I'm assuming it is if it's on the table.
Is it a healthy cocktail? I don't
Yeah.
know. Give it a taste to see what you think.
All right.
What is in that, Alyssa?
It is seltzer water, some cranberry juice, some orange bitters, and a tiny little bit of maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
I would never have guessed the maple syrup. It's barely in there.
Yeah.
Let me show you how much I like this.
And beautiful
Yeah.
floating cranberries. So
Yes.
the recipe is right here. It's the cranberry juice, half an orange, and the bitters, as you mentioned, and then some sparkling water. So I have to taste it myself. Now, once we, are at the party and we're trying to fill up a little bit on some munchies, you have some healthier munchies that we can go to right here as well.
Yeah. Since holiday foods are usually pretty carb-centric, I like to look for ways to swap out really high carb items and ingredients for low sugar, lower carb things. And at a party too, you can bring a vegetable tray instead of a cookie platter or a bread roll tray and make that veggie tray interesting, and some pickled things. You could do deviled eggs, some nuts, not just the cold veggies and dip.
What about the actual dip itself? What do you recommend?
Yeah, that is just full fat sour cream, a little bit of lemon and dill.
Full fat sour cream. I like that.
You went carrots. I would go right to red peppers. That would be my dive-in choice.
Yeah, I got a variety there for everybody.
Well, and what would you say is the #1 downfall? Is it the dessert table?
I think it's the going to, you wait too long, you skip meals, and then you show up to that party starving. I think that's really the #1 takeaway, is to stick to routine eating around the holidays, because it's just a setup for cravings. There's the treats around every corner. So
Thinking about
planning
protein,
ahead.
first of all.
Yeah.
Alyssa O'Brien, thank you so much with the Oregon Clinic. We appreciate you coming in today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.